everyone, and welcome to the very first Ubisoft Forward for Skull and Bones. I'm Yusuf, your captain for today. Our main show will start shortly, and we'll reveal brand new gameplay of Skull and Bones. In the meantime, we wanted to get you in the mood to set sail. Okay, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I feel like I can smell it. Can you smell it? I can smell it. Oh, it smells like freedom. For real, it's always incredible to watch an expert at work. We hope you enjoyed this first part. The official gameplay reveal will start in just a few minutes. But before that, let's check in with some of the development teams in Singapore and introduce you to the world of Skull and Bones.
I mean, it's really about the challenge. We're creating something new.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like, we can't get into details, but it really is like we're creating a player multiplayer game with a huge world that doesn't look like. Sorry, guys.
Working on the first new IP for Ubisoft Singapore is so exciting because it's the first, where we have to explore, we have to try a lot of new things out. We've gone through many iterations, but right now I reckon we have the best product, and I'm very proud to represent Singapore, Southeast Asia, and release a AAA game. Yeah.
For me, working on Ubisoft Singapore's first AAA project has been an absolute honor and a privilege. It doesn't come without its challenges, though. Building a complex game with multiplayer and big worlds, and of course, reaching the level of quality visually we demand has been quite a challenge. But I'm super proud to see the game change and evolve, and happy with where we are today. And I can't wait for people to see it.
It almost feels like we're getting an opportunity to create history. Not just by building this game that's being driven from Singapore, but also the fact that it's telling the story of a marginalized people from the 17th century and getting to work with such a vast group of people and so many disparate talents to make it happen. It's just been an incredible experience. I'm really proud to have contributed to that.
What made me proud, of course, working with people that, everyone is so talented. And seeing the result being built up at this point of time is very emotional, and I very enjoying to see the result.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been really challenging, but at the same time, it's really brought this huge opportunity to bring something completely new and innovative to the industry, like how we're bringing this fresh flavor of piracy. And for us to be doing it right from Singapore, and I think there's something really exciting there.
What would your pirate name be?
I was thinking of something really metal, something like Slagathor, the Executioner. And my ship will be called Revengeance.
Oh, that's
something
beautiful.
like that.
If I was a pirate, I'll be completely honest, and I would not make a very good pirate. I would be exploring. I might be known as something like Captain Grey Eyes, the long-haired doofus, and I would be sunk immediately and robbed. But I would be exploring all the beaches and enjoying all the food with the local people.
For my pirate name, I'd be Eric the Brown, just like Eric the Red, but darker.
Pirate Queen, Ashbringer, because, fire, brimstone, cannons, strategy, combat, death. So yeah, Ashbringer, watch out for me.
Skull and Bones is here!
안녕하세요. 2022년 유비소프트 스컬앤본즈 컴백쇼의 MC를 맡은 아나운서 권희슬입니다. 요즘 날씨가 무척 덥죠? 이 무더위를 날려버릴 시원한 소식 준비했는데요. 전 세계 게이머들의 기대를 한 몸에 받아온 유비소프트의 신작 게임 스컬앤본즈가 드디어 오늘 오랜 기다림 끝에 새로운 소식으로 여러분을 찾아뵙게 됐습니다. 와! 해적이 되어 망망대해를 누빌 수 있다니 상상만 해도 벌써 가슴이 떨리네요. 이번 스컬앤본즈 컴백쇼를 통해 과연 어떤 이야기들이 펼쳐질지 정말 기대가 됩니다. 자, 그럼 저와 함께 스컬앤본즈의 세계로 항해를 떠날 준비 모두 마치셨나요? 지금 바로 출항해 보겠습니다.
Society has rules. It decides where you belong and what you're worth. But you can chart a new course. And even when death seems a certainty, do not give up. On the shores of a new world, you awaken. More determined than ever to carve a life of your choice. Fighting under our own flag, we will take what's ours. Together, we will take on the world. Society may have rules, but today, you decide where you belong and what you're worth. Now choose. Will you live as pawns or die as pirates?
스컬앤본즈 특유의 어두운 분위기가 물씬 묻어나는 시네마틱 트레일러였습니다. 스컬앤본즈는 올해 11월 8일 출시되는데요. 벌써부터 어떤 게임인지 너무너무 궁금하지 않나요? 그런 여러분을 위해 스컬앤본즈 개발자들의 인터뷰가 준비되어 있습니다. 해적 테마의 게임인 만큼 이번 인터뷰 영상은 특별히 선상에서 진행됐다고 하는데요. 과연 개발자들이 밝히는 스컬앤본즈는 어떤 내용일지 함께 승선해볼까요?
Live as a pawn or die as a pirate? You best believe it's the pirate's life for me. My name is Yusuf, and welcome to the worldwide gameplay reveal of Skull and Bones. And oh yes, we do have a launch date. The game is coming November 8th, 2022. And joining me today on the deck of this gorgeous ship is world producer Vanessa Siao. Hey Vanessa.
Hey Yusuf. Hi everyone.
And game director Ryan Bernard. Hey Ryan.
How's it going, Yusuf? Hello everyone.
Now, Vanessa, we just got our first look at the new Skull and Bones, and it looks like things have changed quite a bit. What can you tell us about this new direction?
Yes, our team has been working really hard, and we are so proud to present what you see in the game today. Forget everything you know about the traditional pirate fantasy. Skull and Bones is taking a darker, grittier approach with our new game direction. We wanted to reimagine what pirates were really like, drawing inspiration from the Indian Ocean during the golden age of piracy. So you start as a survivor of a shipwreck, right? Washed up on an unknown, mysterious, exotic location. This is a world where everything and everyone wants you dead. And for ordinary people like you and me, the only way to survive is to become a pirate. And once you've chosen that life of piracy, there's no turning back.
Ooh, there's no turning back for me. I've already chosen the life of piracy. Well, what does that entail exactly?
Well, the world of Skull and Bones is ruthless. You'll come face to face with its many dangers, from vicious hippos and crocodiles to violent storms, pirate hunters, powerful corporations, and even the mutiny of your very own crew. So every time you set sail, it's going to be an unpredictable experience.
Mutiny? Okay, I'm making a note right now. Keep the crew happy. Right. But Ryan, obviously a pirate is nothing without their ship. How do we go about building our fleet?
True. Well, Skull and Bones is an open world, or more aptly, open sea pirate experience, right? So you start the game, you basically have nothing. You have our smallest ship, which we call the Dhow, a basic spear in order to fend off this wildlife that's coming after you. And really, as you progress, you'll need to collect the things you find in the world and gather them. As you do, contracts for the pirates you come across. Doing that will grow your infamy, which will give you access to new blueprints or designs and allow you to craft new ships, different weapons, different armors, and that's how you build your fleet in the game, Yusuf. So eventually you'll be able to rule the seas.
Okay, I like that. Building my fleet, ruling the seas. Sign me up for that. I want that. I want the thundering cannons, sinking ships, the whole 9 yards. But, you know, between us, give me the insider tips here. How do I make sure I'm the most feared pirate on the ocean?
Well, I mean, the short answer is just to get good at the game, Yusuf. But really, seriously, the naval combat is at the core of Skull and Bones' pirate experience, right? And we aim to have best-in-class naval combat. So we want it to be visceral, fast-paced, rewarding. And we do that, part of the way we do that is to offer the player a wide variety of different weapon choices, which you unlock through infamy. So you've seen cannons, for instance, but we also have Greek fire, we have explosive mortars, we have bombards that you can lob onto the decks of the enemy players and sink their ships. And that'll allow our players the creativity to combine different weapon types, different armor types, and different ship types to give them the best chance of success while they're out at sea pirating.
So the Greek fire that you just mentioned is actually pretty cool. So with leather armor, you know, kitted out on your brig, well, I have to admit that I do get satisfaction watching other ships burn.
Wait, that sounds so cool. I want to light other ships on fire. How do I do that?
Okay, so as our pyromaniac has explained here, the Greek fire is one of the weapons you have. Also, the ships she mentioned and the armor are things that you will unlock through gaining infamy in our progression system. So, of course, classically, pirates were all about their name, right? You were nobody without your name. And our progression system is the same. We call it infamy. So as you have success in the game and you progress, and your name is going to be known throughout the Indian Ocean, and pirates from further and further away are going to want to offer you more and more dangerous jobs with bigger and bigger payout, which will give you access to better rewards in the game. So the name of the game is Raise Your Infamy, and you'll have better opportunities.
Ooh, okay. So I'm imagining the road to infamy is going to be tough and lonely, but it doesn't have to be, right?
True. So first off, I mean, everything in Skull and Bones can be played solo, but at our core, we are a social game, right? With the dev team, we look at everything through the lens of co-op. We want to ensure that things like taking on the big pirate hunters or privateers or taking on a fort in the game is more rewarding and actually easier when you play with other players, right? So we can say that really the best way to play Skull and Bones is with friends.
Now, here's the important question.
Sure.
Can I team up with my friends and hunt other players?
Yeah, we can team up against Ryan.
Okay, so this happens far too much in our internal tests, okay? So you can, as a player, choose to opt into a PvP server, in which case you will be able to shoot another players. Sometimes in our weekly tests, that happens far too often to certain people with the team trying to take them out with this vast array of weapons. But so I can say for certainty that the best way to play is to have players with you to watch your back.
You know, I can't wait to get in these PvP servers because I want to hunt specifically you, Ryan.
Okay.
I'm putting a target on your back right now. I'm accepting all applications to come help me. But Vanessa, Ryan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Yusuf.
와, 오픈월드로 즐기는 해상 전투라니. 거기에 PVP 대전까지 있다고요? 빈손으로 시작해서 악명 높은 거물 해적이 되는 게 목표인 만큼 정말 리얼한 해적 체험을 할 수 있을 것 같은데요? 게다가 오픈월드 게임이니까 항해하는 재미 자체도 쏠쏠할 것 같습니다. 그리고 우리 한국 유저분들이 또 게임하면 지고는 못 살잖아요. 가장 악명 높은 해적선에 태극기가 펄럭일 수 있을지 벌써부터 기대가 됩니다. 자, 이렇게 개발자 인터뷰까지 함께 해주셨는데요. 말로만 들어서는 감이 잘 안 오시죠? 그래서 준비했습니다. 스컬 앤 본즈 게임 플레이 트레일러입니다.
Welcome to Skull and Bones. Our game takes place during the golden age of piracy, in a world inspired by the beautiful yet dangerous Indian Ocean. You'll start your journey as an outcast, whose goal is to become the most infamous pirate to sail these treacherous waters. After surviving a shipwreck, you begin your adventure in St. Anne, one of the pirate dens in our world. Dens are centers of pirate activity, where you can craft new ships and equipment, provision for your expeditions at sea, pick up contracts, and socialize with other players. Any pirate worth their salt will tell you that preparation is key to success. Get ready for any challenges that come your way by checking that your cargo is stocked with items like food and ammunition. Once you're set, it's time to head out and explore. As a rookie pirate, you'll only have access to a small dhow, but as you progress, you'll be able to craft different ships, each with their own unique playstyle. At sea, you'll need to pay close attention to the condition of your ship and the morale of your crew. Your crew are a pack of vicious raiders and rovers who will mutiny against you if not kept well-fed and happy. If your ship sinks, you'll lose some progress and respawn at the nearest discovered den or outpost. The good news is that most of your cargo will be recovered, and you'll have the opportunity to retrieve the rest from the wreckage. But you'd better be quick, as other players can also steal it. As a pirate captain, your reputation is everything, and our game tracks this through infamy. The higher your infamy, the more opportunities you'll get. One of the many ways to grow your infamy is to take up contracts. These are deals that you can make with other pirates in the world. Contracts can have great rewards if you're successful, or costs if you fail. You can also gain infamy by completing other activities, such as exploration, plundering, treasure hunts, investigations, dynamic events, and much more. You can undertake these either solo or with other players. The world of Skull and Bones is filled with riches and resources that you'll be able to gather as you explore. Lagoons and rivers are teeming with dangerous wildlife that you can hunt for animal skins and meat. You'll also be able to harvest a variety of raw materials, such as ore and wood, that can be refined and used for crafting. Crafting is an essential activity for you to progress as an infamous pirate. Obtain blueprints and use your refined resources to craft stronger ships, weapons, and armors. In Skull and Bones, ships serve many different purposes. Cargo ships are slower, but useful if you need to transport large volumes of loot. Navigation ships sail faster, but have less cargo space and lower hull HP. Firepower ships have more gun ports, allowing you to deal higher damage, but are more challenging to maneuver. Similarly, you can craft a wide array of unique weapons and armors, from Greek fires to giant ballistae to rocket launchers and mortars, as well as different armor types, which have varying strengths and weaknesses against incoming attacks. With your new fleet and growing arsenal, create a loadout based on your personal playstyle to become a force of destruction. Out in the open ocean, opportunities and threats are abundant. Use your spyglass to identify lucrative trade routes or wealthy merchant ships and assess your prey's cargo and firepower. Strategize a plan of attack based on your opponent's defenses and take advantage of their weak points to deal more damage. Sinking your foes from afar rewards you with only a portion of their cargo, as some of it will be lost to the depths. Getting in close to execute a boarding maneuver will help maximize your gains. But beware, you can turn from predator to prey in a heartbeat if you attract the unwanted attention of privateers, the merciless pirate hunters that patrol the seas. If you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, you can also seek out other players and rain terror on them. Such PvP battles are high-stakes activities that can be rewarding if you emerge victorious. From your spoils of battle, personalize your individual look with outfits that command respect. You can also select from a multitude of ship customization options to instill fear in your enemies. With the wind in your sails, journey to the furthest reaches of the Indian Ocean, from the coast of Africa to the East Indies. Encounter extreme weather events like violent storms and monstrous rogue waves. Keep your eyes peeled for outposts, which are safe spots where you'll be able to dock your ship for a short rest from the perilous seas. Here, you can trade with traveling merchants and clandestine smugglers selling rare and illegal goods. Uncover buried bounties at outposts as you decipher treasure maps obtained through your voyages. Although all the content in Skull and Bones can be done solo, you might enjoy ruling the seas with your friends. While sailing, you can also easily invite other pirates you encounter to group up. Synergize your different playstyles, ships, and weapons to defeat deadlier enemies. As you grow stronger, take on more difficult challenges, such as attacking forts and plundering settlements. And, if you're bold enough, engage in dynamic events, like taking down heavily laden merchant ships and their fleet of warship escorts. Now, it's up to you to write your own story. Remember, there is no one path to follow, no one way to play. The world of Skull and Bones is yours to discover.
게임 플레이 트레일러를 보니 더욱더 게임이 해보고 싶어지는데요. 그런데 정말 놀랍게도 지금까지 보신 내용이 전부가 아니라고 합니다. 게임 런칭 이후에도 계획된 콘텐츠가 있다고 하는데요. 탄탄하게 준비된 방대한 양의 콘텐츠 라인업이 벌써부터 여러분을 기다리고 있습니다. 인터뷰를 통해 함께 확인하시죠.
Whew! Okay, that was a lot. Did you get it all? Let's recap. We got pirate dens, crafting, customization, naval combat, tons of ships and weapons, infamy, co-op, PvP, world events, and so much more. And that's not it, y'all. Here to give us a sneak peek at what to expect from Skull and Bones post-launch is our game's quest director, Terry Han. Hey, Terry.
Hello, Youssef. Hello, everybody.
Now, Terry, what can we expect from Skull and Bones post-launch?
Well, as a live multiplayer game, our team is dedicated to deliver the best open-world pirate experience for our players. With the Skull and Bones team, we are committed to provide fresh new content, not just in the coming months, but for many years to come. After release, we'll have a lineup of new content, and these are all free for our players. These include in-game war events ranging from bigger, deadlier challenges that you can take as a group, to smaller team events, ships, weapons, furniture, and many more.
Ooh, free content for all players. I love to hear that, Terry. Tell me a little bit more about these challenges.
So you can expect to not just engage with the local factions, but also with big corporations like the company Royale, who has really strong bombard weapons, so you really need to watch out for that. Aside from that, you also work with kingpins to smuggle and steal valuable cargoes, or even go on a raid with your friends to a nearby settlement or fort, or even engage with dynamic events where you can board merchant ships stealing valuable cargoes along the trade routes.
Ooh, okay, sounds like there's a ton of content coming post-launch. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Terry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Youssef.
네, 이렇게 해서 런칭 이후의 콘텐츠에 대한 인터뷰까지 함께 하셨습니다. 정말 인도양 바다만큼이나 방대한 콘텐츠를 즐길 생각에 벌써부터 설레는데요. 여러분도 저와 함께 이 설렘 느끼실 수 있으면 좋겠습니다. 오늘 준비한 컴백쇼는 여기까지입니다. 스컬 앤 본즈는 올해 11월 8일 출시된다는 점 잊지 마시고요. 지금 스컬 앤 본즈 웹사이트에 방문하시면 게임을 사전 체험해 볼 수 있는 기회도 받을 수 있으니까요. 꼭 놓치지 마세요. 오늘 함께한 내용 외에도 더 많은 게임 플레이와 정보들로 다시 여러분께 찾아올 예정이니 더욱 기대해 주시면 좋겠습니다. 유비소프트의 새로운 대작 게임 스컬 앤 본즈를 소개하는 시간에 여러분과 함께할 수 있어서 정말 즐거웠고요. 저는 여기서 이만 인사드리도록 하겠습니다. 롱 리브 파이러시! 해적이여 영원하라! 감사합니다. 지금까지 진행자 권희슬이었습니다.